Hello and welcome. Here we are. It's first Sunday of July 2024. My name is Sarah McLean, and I'm really happy to be here with you. And I'm happy you're here, whether you've been with me for years as we've been pre-COVID meditating together through the Feast for the Soul or alone together, or whether you've just joined us and are realizing you need a little more peace, and so does this planet. And maybe meditation's the way to actually directly experience peace. I want to share something about meditation. It is an awareness journey. It's not a thought journey. So what that means is meditation is about directly experiencing you and your life and your breath and your body. There are many, many ways to meditate. There are meditations on visualizations. There are meditations using mantras. There are meditations using energy movements or focusing on that. There are meditations that include mindfulness, and that's what we'll be focusing on today. Mindful meditation. Now, do you know what mindfulness is? I think it's right now probably the most popular type of meditation in the world today because of luminaries like Jon Kabat-Zinn, Sharon Salzberg, let's see, a number of other people whose names escape me right now. There are many other types of meditations, but mindfulness meditation is a type of meditation that includes paying attention in a particular way. Mindfulness, paying attention in a particular way. As Jon Kabat-Zinn says, it's the awareness that arises through paying attention on purpose in the moment and refraining from judgment. Sounds easy. It sounds simple, I should say, but it isn't easy. On purpose means paying deliberate attention and being aware of and placing your attention on that which you choose. Now, this is freedom, choosing where and how you want to pay attention. I was picking up some quotes from Viktor Frankl. Some of you have heard of him. He was a Holocaust survivor, and he wrote the book, Man's Search for Meaning. And his survival method, being in this concentration camp, was his mental discipline, his ability to, let me just read it directly, visualize positive outcomes and focus on the memories of his loved ones. This mental imagery provided him comfort and strength and helped him to stay focused on positive and meaningful thoughts rather than focusing on the suffering around him. So this ability to choose, he says that while we cannot always control our circumstances, we can always control our responses to them. This focus on the freedom to choose one's attitude allowed him to direct his attention towards thoughts and actions that aligned with his values and goals. So this ability to choose, this is Viktor Frankl's superpower, and it's yours as well. Your ability to choose how and what you pay attention to. So that's what mindfulness is, isn't it? Your ability to pay attention on purpose in a particular way, in the present moment, right here, right now, refraining from judgment. There are three basic meditations that are considered mindfulness meditations. The first one is a breath awareness practice. And if you want to practice this right now, as you listen to me, you can turn your attention to your breath. You can even do it with your eyes open. Your breath is always right here, right now. There's no particular way you should be breathing. It's just focusing on the way you are breathing and refraining from judgment. The second go-to mindfulness meditation practice is body awareness. And you can pay attention right now to your body as you sit here and see if you can adjust your body a little bit to get a little more comfortable, to feel the support underneath you of the earth, the ground, the sofa, the chair, the cushion. And the third go-to mindfulness meditation, although you can be mindful in any activity, is the practice of walking, being where you are, taking a step and being there. taking another step and being there and tuning into the miraculous way that your body manages to stay upright and to propel itself using simply, for most of us, using our intention. Let's go for a walk. And the body says, yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. So those are the three go-to mindfulness meditation practices. And today I'll be guiding you into the breath awareness practice and the body awareness practice. So I'm going to invite you now to sit comfortably, however you are, wherever you are, ideally sitting upright. And as some people say, in a dignified position. That's Jack Cornfield. He says, be in a dignified yet relaxed position as you sit here. So I invite you to do that. Now, with meditation, comfort is key. You don't want to be distracted by the body unless the body is distracting, but you don't want to get into a position that is hard to maintain. So getting into a comfortable position, your eyes can be open or closed or gazing softly down toward the ground without looking around. Your hands, they can be in whatever position you like. I like them on my lap. I'd like to clasp them just a little bit like this, but however you're most comfortable, that's the key. So I'm going to invite you to begin by tuning into yourself right now and asking yourself the question, what is it I really want? Why am I here today? What is it I'm here for in meditation? Some of us are here because we're addressing some anxiety, or we've got some choices to make, or we've got some challenges to face, and we want to find a little peace. Some of us are here because we long for enlightenment. We long to know ourselves better. It doesn't really matter what your intention is, but it is important to become aware of it. What is it you want? Now, we're not going to be focusing on this intention throughout the meditation. We're simply becoming aware of it before we begin. So you can let it go now as your eyes are closed and you begin to give yourself some deeper breaths through your nose if you can. Breathing in slowly and deeply, and breathing out slowly and fully at your own pace. 3 long, slow, deep breaths. This sends a signal to your body that it's okay to relax as you activate the parasympathetic response, the rest and digest response with the deeper breaths. And then allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm and depth. Now, throughout this practice, you may notice that your mind wanders. It wanders to another time. It wanders to, if only I had this, everything would be okay. It wanders to becoming aware of the body and the sensations and judging them. But throughout this practice, I'm going to encourage you to pay attention to the breath. And if your attention wanders, simply return to the breath once you are aware of it. Let's begin now by paying attention to the sensations of breathing in and breathing out. Your breath is always right here, right now. Letting your breath be natural and letting go of any sense of control or regulation of the breath. There's no need to try to have a certain experience. Have the one you're having right now, where you're simply sitting and breathing. Freely bringing your attention to the breath, noticing its movement in and out of the body. Notice the way the body responds to filling up with the air and emptying the air out of the lungs. There's no need to control or regulate the breath. Simply let the breath be as it is. Perhaps you feel it most in your nostrils or the back of your throat, or as it enters and leaves the lungs. Become curious, maintaining that beginner's mind, a mind free from preconceived notions about your breath. If the mind wanders off, come on back here, where the breath is, where your life is, where your body is. Taking charge of your attention when you notice you've wandered off, and freely placing it on the breath. If you notice you're waiting for something to happen, come right back here. Treat that as any other thought. Perhaps you begin to notice the pause between each inhale and exhale, and inhale. Perhaps you notice the changes in the temperature between the inhale and the exhale and the inhale. You notice you're getting restless or bored. Just come on back to the breath, which is right here, taking control of your attention, having the freedom to place it where you want. Letting your breath charm your attention as you invite some relaxation into the body. This breath. There's a freedom in this stillness. There's a peace in this breath. If you'd like, you can even silently say to yourself, I am aware I am breathing in. I am aware I am breathing out. There's no particular experience you should be having other than the one you're having. This is it. This breath, this moment. As you let the breath be as it is, it's a practice for letting everything be as it is, without the need to control or make it better. Simply resting in the peace of this moment and this breath. We'll practice our breath awareness for a little while. I'll keep track of the time. If at any time you need to shift your posture or open your eyes and close them again, feel free to do that. Simply resting in awareness of the breath. Each breath is new, just like each moment is new. this breath. Keep coming back to this breath. Refraining from judgment, simply being with what is happening now. Keep coming back to the breath. Whenever you notice your attention has gone off, once you awaken to that, bring your attention right back here to the breath. This is a training, it's a practice. You're doing it correctly. And now you can use the same witnessing awareness as you expand your awareness to include all the sounds in the environment, welcoming every sound you hear, resisting nothing, letting go of any need to judge or prefer one sound over another. And just like the breath moves in and out, the sounds come and go. Rising from the stillness and the silence, and returning to the stillness and the silence eventually. Listening to the sounds around you, rather than identifying the source of the sounds. Some sounds are far in the distance, while others are right in your environment immediately. And perhaps you hear some sounds in your body, the sound of your breath, maybe your tummy rumbling or your heartbeat. Tune in to the subtle interior sounds, just as you were tuning into your breath. Begin now to tune into the interior sensations. Refraining from judgment, but perhaps noticing the coolness and the warmth, the movement and the stillness. The lightness and the heaviness. Refraining from judgment or the need to do anything, but simply noticing as you were noticing the breath before. Softening your attention and maybe even considering that your attention is loving as you move it around in your interior or perhaps the exterior of your skin, simply noticing sensations, allowing everything to be here. Tuning into the changing of the body as a process, the breathing as a process. And that it all operates on your behalf. And now bring your attention to that presence of yours that is paying attention, to the one who is witnessing the breath and the body. This indelible witnessing awareness, witnessing the change of the breath and the body sensations. It is peaceful and ever present. As we come out of meditation now, invite you to keep your eyes closed and come out as we went in with some long, slow, deep breaths. Bringing some gentle movement into the body, stretching into the space around you if you like, and keeping those eyes closed if they were closed, as long as you like. Always moving out of meditation slowly, not jumping into activity as you have changed your brain waves through this practice. So moving from the state of meditation into our waking state, I invite you to remember your intention, the one you started out with today. And then if you like, closing the meditation by honoring yourself and thanking yourself for making this time to dwell in the experience of peace and timelessness. The dog is on time. I don't know if you can hear it outside there. But noticing the freedom you may have of focusing your attention on where and what you want to, and thanking yourself for the experience of that. And if you'd like to raise your eyes, letting a little light in or out, gazing at the people on your screen, if you can see them, and honoring those of us practicing with you. So thank you for being here and supporting our practice today and your own. I totally appreciate you being here and creating more peace on this planet. I like to call us the peace team. Just by holding this, I know it sounds a little woo-woo, but holding this vibration or frequency of calm and peace. There are people all over the world doing this all the time, and it really can change the trajectory of our world. And thanks for being part of it. I know people are meditating all over the world on Sundays. So thank you for being here. I'm going to stop the recording now. Anyone who's listening to this recording, you can always join us on the first Sunday of the month